Is there anything Trump could do, Michael Knowles, that you would say, I condemn it, and you hop off the Trump train, or are you going to tickle his taint for the rest of your life?
Kyle Kulinski went no holds barred during a debate with the Daily Wire's Michael Knowles on the issue of Donald Trump's foreign policy. Knowles took the position of defending pretty much every single thing Donald Trump has done, including his decision to oust Nicolas Maduro and his effort to seize Greenland. Here was part of his argument for why Trump's interventionist policies are a good idea.
America is a global empire. We just are. People can be upset about that, but unless your geopolitics comes strictly from Reddit, if your geopolitics actually comes from history, you recognize that we've been an empire since the Louisiana Purchase, okay? And we've been a muscular global empire since the Second World War. So President Trump's vision, I think, actually rejects two extremes. It rejects a conservative isolationism, and it rejects a liberal internationalism, and it posits a conservative imperialism that says that we are going to recognize our role in the world, but we are going to pursue that role in limited ways with America's interest at heart.
Kyle took issue with Michael's excuses and made the case for why empire building isn't the way to go.
We don't have a right to act like this around the world. We're supposed to be a nation among nations, not a nation above nations. And they used to at least lie to us in the past and say that this is good for the world and we're spreading freedom and democracy. Now they don't even bother to lie. Now it's naked, rank, disgusting imperialism where they say, we're going to take the oil. And the point is that we're going to take the oil. We're going to take the minerals. We're going to take the precious metals. We're doing this for our corporations. We're doing it for the Epstein class, the billionaires. And this, to piggyback on what Dave Smith said, is frankly not what many of the MAGA voters thought they were signing up for. They thought America first actually meant America first. If you sign on to stuff like this, you're saying might makes right and the law of the jungle is back. They're never going to address that fundamental question, which is, why do we have a right? Do we actually believe in international law, or was that all a joke? Are we rolling the clock back to the 1700s and the 1800s and we're going super primitive style here? And I think the answer to that is yes. Law.
Michael Knowles' retort to that was that international law goes back to antiquity. And that's when things got testy.
He bombed fishing boats from Venezuela, Trinidad, and Tobago, and Colombia. He just did the regime change in Venezuela. He bombed Yemen and Somalia and Nigeria and Iran. He's threatening Greenland and Panama and Canada and Cuba and Mexico. And you sit there the whole time and act like it's okay. Is there anything Trump could do, Michael Knowles, that you would say, I condemn it, and you hop off the Trump train, or are you going to tickle his taint for the rest of your life?
No, there have been plenty of Trump policies that I've criticized because he's only right about 99.78% of the time. So the First Step Act I thought was a misstep. But I would say the rest. Excuse me. I would say the rest of the administration has been very successful. What's your problem? What's
my problem is that you're a cuck and you're a hack and you're not an independent thinker and you're meat riding Trump.
Why do you say
that? You know that what he's doing in imperialism and you don't care.
Brett, I want to bring you in here first on Michael Knowles' points and also Kyle's fashion sense.
Team Klinsk, it's amazing too. It's just like you got bleach blonde hair, a silver shark skin outfit, and Sunny and like Ray-Ban with an ombre. Like, I'm wearing a golf outfit right now. I am not making fun of him. It is just so perfectly emblematic of what discourse in America is when when people who know Piers Morgan watch internet. And like it reveals like Kyle looks like this, but Michael Knowles looks more ridiculous. Like, Michael Knowles thinks he's charming when he says it's 94.7% of the time I answered your question. The Daily Wire, the Daily Wire tweeted that out proudly in his like diatribe on antiquity and the League of Nations. Like, on the merits, dude. Right now, Canada is being friendly with China because they're finding another way when we get weird. Like the soybean market, we're getting annoying. Trump thinks it's better to invade and take over Greenland when the obvious answer to the thing he's talking about is NATO. Like, what are you talking about? Yeah, we run the joint and we have other people that can help us out with it. we're not going to be big enough and strong enough to keep these folks with us a long time. And Trump is driving other people to find another way. And he's not good enough or smart enough to get them to come back to our side. He is just speeding up what people were already, everyone knows that's what everybody's trying to do. Everyone's like, how do I make my country better at the expense of other countries? That's what they do. What's the best way for me? And like, this is not gonna do it. This is like small ball. Like doing something with Venezuela as a way to get them back to our side. There's other ways to do it other than like kidnap, like what he did. Yeah, he kidnapped the head of the country and the second in command's there now. And then Trump, you can't just declare victory and say it's awesome. But like Kyle, I like the vibe of just going on there and just being like, I'm just gonna be this way. I'm gonna look exactly like this. Because that's what that show, I mean, I like watching that show, but I also like watching Stephen A. Smith do like football commentary in the morning. Then I do need like some actual like vegetables and I need some like, non-sugary ridiculousness. But it's just so delightful that this is where a lot of the discourse plays out and how it's playing out. What do you think about it, Jordan?
I mean, we cut his comments in part because it's just a waste of everyone's time. But the stuff that Michael Knowles likes to do in these conversations is appeal to long dead figures or theologians or ways of thinking. And if I had $1 for every clip I've seen with him citing St. Thomas Aquinas,
bro,
or in here he's talking about it goes back to antiquity. He is overcompensating for the fact that he is ultimately a failed actor who will do and say anything to hold on to any relevance in pursuit of fame. That's it. He just wants recognition. He will do anything. He will say anything. He will support anything. And he's overcompensating by trying to pretend to be an intellectual.
Yes.
When he does that stuff, know that's his motivation. He is pathetic.
Yeah. It's like when you go watch Good Will Hunting now and you're like, oh, all the references are from the same chapter in a history book. Like he's like, oh, when I go to I'm citing, he's gonna go. Obviously, when they wrote that movie, they like read enough of a history book to find like things to make Will seem smart. And in two different scenes, he references essentially the same thing. That's how smart he is. It's like, yeah, I understand that you just read like some philosophy. And I'll tell you, dude, like as a graduate of Stanford University, like you're probably better off seeming like a fucking moron and talking like us and saying smart stuff than whatever Michael Knowles doing, which is pretending to do that. And also the irony of a guy talking about how America needs to be like this strong country. Essentially what Kyle said, might makes right, while being the wettest of toilet paper, floppy doppy, all cartilage, no bones fop that twat is. Like, are you like that dude would blow over in a stiff wind? Which is good because when he's falling over, he'll grab, as Kyle says, the taint of the president.
And you notice Kyle did not point out that might makes right comes from Plato's Republic. He didn't need to do that. But,
well, they're all casting shadows in the cave, my friend, and we're outside it. Too late when he makes the prize light, Michael.
But also on that panel, libertarian comic Dave Smith made the case for why Donald Trump's foreign policy could hurt him in the midterms.
Donald Trump can say America first means whatever I say it means, but If America first meant one thing to everybody who's ever uttered the phrase, and then he wants to change that to mean America first means regime changes all around the world, huge, enormous, unthinkable bloated defense budgets like he just requested from Congress. And if he's gonna think that none of his supporters are gonna have a problem with that, or that they're all just gonna change their views because he decided to change his, I think he's gonna find out how well that works for him in the midterms this year. And I think it's gonna be a disaster. The idea that we would go flirting with multiple wars of choice at this point, it's not left wing or right wing, it's just reckless. There's no wisdom in it.
And Brett, I think what Dave Smith meant to say is that Trump defies his Hobbesian social contract. No, but in reality, that's exactly what you're saying. Like, you don't need to like invoke antiquated theory or figures. You can just talk like a normal person and make a strong point, which I think Dave Smith does here. What do you think?
Yeah, I agree. And Dave Smith is the most important person on that panel because Dave Smith is emblematic of the people that joined with Trump at the right time and essentially, to his own admission, got snowed by the dude, right? And Michael Knowles is emblematic of a vanity project by old Republicans who are trying to snow other people into joining this group. It's the Charlie Kirk Turning Point USA. It's the Daily Wire people that are there so that they can mask that the Republican Party is the same old Republican Party. And when Trump neocons his way into running Venezuela, like it's full mask off for Mikey. And sure, declare some weird Pyrrhic victory and say that, oh, we got Venezuela and we're gonna invade Greenland. But dude, something Leviathan. I took political philosophy 1, buddy. Then I majored in it. Like, oh, what a dork.
Every time you ring the bell below, an angel gets his wings. Totally not true, but it does keep you updated on our live shows.